from here, we've got another one because it was cubed. So there's 3 of them. So we've got 3 times 3 times 3. What's 3 times 3 times 3? 9. 9?
Oh, 27, sorry.
27. A times A times A?
A cubed.
A cubed. B to the power of 7 times B to the power of 7 times B to the power of 7.
B21.
B to the power of 21. So the quick way of doing it is cubing the number, but then the indices, well, they do actually times in this situation. Okay, Rachel?
So I know we've left this question, but you know with 48,
Yeah?
you know, wouldn't 3 and 3 cancel each other out? Or
No, I made that point before. So for instance, if I had something like, let me try and use one that's going to work here. 5 times 2 over 15. Okay? Now I can say, is there a number that goes into the top and bottom? 5. So 5 goes into 5. 1 times 5 goes into 15. 3 times, so that would have been the same as 2/3. And it would have been, wouldn't it? Before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been 5 times 2, which would have been 10. 10 over 15 is 2/3. This one here, if I did 5 add 2 over 15, what does that actually give me? We know it actually gives me 7 over 15. If I cancel it and said, oh, 5 goes into that 3 times and 5 goes into that once, so that's 3 over 3, which is 1. It's not, is it? 3 over 3 isn't. That's not true. So it doesn't work when we're adding, it does when we're timesing. So that's why I could cancel here, because these were times each other. Okay? Good question. 14C. How do you do it? What's it mean? Make D the subject. So what's that mean? Get D on its own. Issue? Excellent. There's 2 D's. There's a D on the top and a D on the bottom. First thing you need to do is get rid of the one on the bottom. We do that by taking it over to the other side and getting DE minus C equals 5 lots of 2D plus G. All good?
Yep.
Then we're going to get DE minus C equals 10D plus 5G. Now what?
D minus C minus 10D.
Very good. It doesn't actually matter which side you get them on, as long as you're just being consistent with your signs. So I'm going to get 5G, which is the positive 5G from there, and I'm going to get a plus C. Then Maddie's already alluded to what we do next.
D
Factorise.
minus 10
Good.
equals 5G plus C.
Excellent.
And then
Final bit.
take it down.
Good.
Take it down.
All good? Happy days? Yeah? Well, it could have been someone in a different classroom. I've just worked out if I turn the Wi-Fi off, it definitely can't happen again.
I know.
Learn from your mistakes the first time. Oh, yes, sorry, I can, yeah. You see that? Yeah. Anyone else? I'll tell you what, anyone else want to come up and do probably some treats just because those have to go?
I'm going to deal with this.
Okay, guys, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for being very patient. It's been a long double session. Really good effort. Last couple of questions, then we're done. Okay.
Alright, so this one's kind of tricky, but the start of it is pretty easy. You basically know that the probability that he's going to have a dessert is 1/4, so you know that the probability that he's not is going to be 3/4, and you know the probability...
Why do you know it's 3 over 4?
Because it needs to make a whole.
Whole, yeah. 1/4 plus 3/4 makes 1 whole. So basically the 4, take away the numerator, it tells you the 3, which is the numerator of the new fraction, 3 over 4. Okay?
And the probability that he has coffee is 2/5, and 2/5 down here as well. And to make that a whole, you need 3/5 and 3/5 down here. So the probability that he has dessert or coffee, but not both, means that you're going to want to find the probability of him having a dessert but not having a coffee, plus the probability of him not having one, plus the probability of him not having dessert, plus...
You're doing all the maths right here.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you just write that to me? Can you just write that by the side, what that probability is?
Okay, so it's 1/4
Good.
times...
Write that down as well, 1 over 4
So
times.
it's going to be 1/4 times 3/5, okay? And then the one up here is going to be 3/4 times 2/5. So you're going to write that down here. You've got 1/4 times 3 over... What? Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Sorry. Anyway, so you want to do that plus the other one, which is going to be 3 over 4 times 2 over 5.
Can you
Okay?
do me a big favour? Can you put a bracket around the first bit, a bracket around the second bit, and leave the plus sign just out there? Perfect. Okay, lovely.
Okay. So then you're basically going to want to find a common denominator for these two, which is going to be 20 if you just
You
times
just
it.
times the top
Yeah,
together,
times
times
the two
bottom.
together.
Perfect.
So you've got 20, which is these two times together, and that's 3.
Good.
I guess put it in here. Plus, and then you can have 20, and you're going to have 6 on top.
Perfect.
And then you know that's just going to equal 9 over 20.
Spot on. Is that 4 marks?
Yeah.
They're big 4 marks to get. You're going to have to make sure you name those ones. The next one's harder. Is there someone else who wants to go up and have a go at the next one?
I nailed this.
Do you want to have a go doing it?
Nailed
Yeah,
it.
yes.
Nailed it.
Absolutely nailed it.
There's a key word in this one. It's very, very, very similar to what you've just done, I believe. I haven't had a proper thorough read through, but I'm sure it is.
Alright, so this one's even harder than the last one, basically. Because you're not only working out the probability, you're working out stuff where it's not being replaced, basically.
Good.
Is there a name for that, or?
Just without replacement.
Yeah, just without
A
replacement.
star, mate. This is an A star question.
So the way I found it out, what you're looking for is you've got 16 red beads, you've got 4 green, and you've got 1 yellow. And what you're working out is the probability that the two are the same. So you can't have the 2 yellow beads, obviously, because there's only 1. But you can have 2 red, and you can have 2 green. So what you're going to want to do is basically find the probability of there being 2 reds and the probability of there being 2 greens, and add those two together. So you're going to want P red
Good.
equals, so that's going to be 16 out of all these adds together, which is going to be 21. Thank you. So that's going to be 16 out of 21 plus you drawing the red again, which is going to be
plus, very close.
times,
good.
times you draw another red bead, which means you're going to have 15 because you've already taken 1 out. But because you've also taken 1 out, it's going to be -1 from the overall beads, so it's going to be 15 out of 20.
That's where people most commonly go wrong. They sometimes get the 15, but they still put it as 21. It's 20. Everything goes down by 1. Well done.
But if they did put it back, it would be out.
Yeah, if they did put it back, it would be 16 out of 21 again, but it's still the key words without replacement. It may not say it quite as clearly as 21. We were looking at the shoes one the other day, weren't we? He gets 2 consecutive shoes of the same colour. But if he goes and gets 1, then he's obviously still got that, hasn't he? You have to read into it, it might be without replacement.
Alright, and then if you want to just leave that for the minute, and then you can go for P double green, which is going to leave you with...
I love the idea of doing that, sorry to butt in, Lewis, because if you couldn't do that, say you're running out of time, just go and show that you know what you're doing, because you'll get a method mark for that, a method mark for this. You'll be on 2 marks around what he's written, so, well, in about 30 seconds.
So you know you've got 4 out of the 21, and you've got, if you take one of the green ones, obviously you're going to have 3 out of 20 again, and then, so you're going to have P same, I like to call it. It's basically going to equal this up here times this. So you're going to do...
What is 16 times 15? Anyone help me out? Is it done already? 240? Yeah, well done.
which is going to... What was this, sorry? It was
240.
240...
And then 21 times 2. Very good.
What was it? 12?
12. Very good. Would he need to cancel this next one down once he does this bit?
It doesn't ask you to.
No. If it doesn't ask you, don't do it. More likely to make a mistake, if anything, when you're looking at 252 and 420. Okay?
So yeah.
Is there a part B?
There is. Do you want me to
I
watch
might
that?
stop there actually, because I wouldn't mind just stopping to talk a few things through and logistics wise. Well done, Lewis. You came up and been an absolute star today. Okay.